Hey guys, today we've got another discussion video for you, and with me I have...
Hey guys, Hutch here.
Hey guys, Tower 361 here.
And we are going to be discussing the Hero Factory Breakout Summer 2012 set, since the Breakout theme's kind of continuing for a whole year, it seems. So, the first set, before we go on jabbering, is Nex. So, Hutch, do you want to give your opinion on Next?
Yes, I will. Let's see. Next, probably my least, and I mean least, favorite of this entire line. For one thing, he's got an awfully weird color scheme. I don't know, orange and white just never have been a scheme I would put together. And, you know, he looks like he'll end up being one of those smaller sets.
Yeah, he's the $10 one.
Yeah, yeah, one of those. And you know, he's got handcuffs just like the previous ones we have this year. So, like James said, it looks like this is going to be carrying out throughout the year, which is interesting because LEGO's never done that even with Bionic. Well, except for maybe year. No, I think it really is their first time doing something like this. But yeah, so it's interesting that they're carrying out the story this long. It's not exactly a story, but yeah. So I mean, he looks pretty bad in my opinion. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, so Howie, what's your opinion on Nex?
Okay, my opinion on Next. Okay, I don't really mind the orange. But what really bothers me with this set is the white. It's it's like it's not really matching with the black and the orange. Like, you know, his hands. You know, the armor goes over his you know, his body. There's black and then the orange and then the white. I don't think it really goes that well together. And the green ball that goes with it, it's just not. It doesn't really mix well in my opinion. And it looks. I'm probably not gonna get it. But anyway, that's pretty much my opinion on it.
Okay, so just to sum up, I kind of agree with you guys. I think Nex is a pretty bad hero, to be honest. I didn't mind the white in the 2.0 version. I think it looks okay. But like Surge, this is just kind of an overkill, to be honest. And with the pieces of black or gunmetal armor, whatever they are, we'll have to get better pictures. It just looks a bit obtrusive and not too good, to be honest. The figure itself, design-wise, doesn't look too good either. Nothing really special about it. And the color scheme just kind of ruins it for me. So now we're going to go on to Stringer, my favorite hero, and let's see if he lives up to that title. So, Howie, what's your opinion on Stringer?
I don't mind him too much. His blue. I've never seen a Stringer with blue on him. I've just mainly saw just a black Stringer. You know, in the 3.0s, you had the yellow and black, but blue and black. I'm not sure if I'm real well with this, and it kind of, it's not real. I don't know how to really explain it, but I think I might get him. He kind of. To me, I mean, he's an okay set, on my opinion. He's, you know, not, and he's okay. He's just, he's okay. That's just my opinion on it.
Okay, so Hutch, what's your viewpoint on Stringer?
Well, I actually, I kind of think it's interesting that they've got the blue and black color scheme. It reminds me of, something that's blue and black, but I mean,
You mean Von Nebula?
That's what I was going to say. It kind of looks like a Von Ness with the new building system.
Yeah, it does. I mean, look at it. I mean, he's got, like, he's got the launcher like the other sets have and stuff, but I guess he's got a slight mix of white in him, like, with his core, but I think, don't they all have that or something? I don't know. But, yeah, so, I mean, I actually think it's an interesting scheme that they came up with for a hero. Now, like Howie said, it's not really consistent because I've never seen Stringer here with a mix of blue before. But hey, I mean, it looks all right.
Okay, so my opinion, well, it seems that Stringer's had a secondary color change, every wave. I mean, sure, the 2.0 and 3.0 heroes had different chess pieces. For example, Nex first had white, but then silver. But Stringer's whole secondary color changed from orange, then to amber, or Keat orange, as some people call it. And now, the most drastic change is obviously blue. And it seems like their whole chess pieces are going to basically be their secondary color, which I'm not too fond of. But at least it's not an overkill like Nex's white. And to me, it seems like he's got a double-sided weapon. It looks like he's got some kind of scoop on one side and then the launch on the other side. But I was wrong about my judgments from the blurry 3.0 pictures, so that could really turn out to be anything. His legs are also pretty blurry, so are his arms, but they look pretty bulky. And it looks like he's just got his 1.0 head, as they've been doing for all of Breakout for the sets that were in the original wave of Hero Factory in summer 2010. But overall, the colour scheme is meh. It can work, but the figure itself looks okay, so it's kind of good. It's average, really. So the next set we're going to go on to is the villain.
XT4.
Yep, XT4. So Hutch, what do you think of XT4? What a strange name.
Reminds me of that 1.0 villain.
Groder and Meltdown.
No, Meltdown, yeah.
It's like an anorexic Meltdown with 4 arms.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's got one eye, just, like another red eye. He's got all yellow once again. And he just, well, I don't really know what to say about him. I mean, he's got 6 arms. Well, I mean, including the legs, but he's got, like, daggers for hands, so I guess he's kind of like a bug spider thing. And it seems like they release a bug every wave, if you've noticed with the villains.
Yeah.
But, I guess this would technically come up as the classification of this wave's bug, but, so he's okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so how are your opinion?
Okay, my opinion. As you can see, he actually has one eye, which doesn't really bother me much. It like Hutch said, it kind of reminds me of Meltdown, and he looks kind of interesting. He doesn't look real bulk, but and I see like a little saw thing that he's sawing into the ground with. But to me, it looks like Meltdown, just like Hutch said. That's basically my review on it. It looks like it's going to be a good set, I think, but that's yet to be seen. So yeah, that's my review.
Okay,
yeah.
So just to sum up, for my opinion, I think, well, it looks like his lower arms both have different weapons. Like his right hand is a laser, and then in his left hand, does he even have a hand? But on his left arm, there's like this giant-ass shredder thing. It looks like he has chicken legs, like Witch Doctor, but obviously a bit less bulky. And if you can see there, he actually has yellow Rawjaw feet, or Ben 10 feet. That's pretty interesting. But his arms and body don't look too complicated, so the design's nothing special really. The head looks cool. He is kind of Meltdown-esque. And he looks like a good villain overall. Probably the best set we've reviewed or taken a look at so far, in my opinion. So that's just about it. Now we're moving on to, let's have a look here, Core Hunter, who looks freaking badass in my opinion. So Howie, what's your opinion on Core Hunter?
He looks awesome. I'm talking. He's very bulky. He's got to be one of the awesomest sets in this series. He kind of looks. He's kind of like. I would think he kind of looks like he would look like a brother of Split Face. But
he is the same size as Split Face.
Yeah, and he kind of has the same armor. Yeah, the same armor and stuff. And he has a hero weapon, or whatever, the 4.0 weapon or whatever. But he also has those little red spikes on the back of him, which looks very epic. And all in all, this set's gonna be awesome. I think he looks. I mean, just the name Core Hunter, it sounds awesome. That's basically my review on it. He's pretty awesome. Okay.
Okay, thanks. So Hutch, you go on.
In my opinion, this is the first villain to not look like crap in any way. Now, by saying this, look at him. He looks like a hero. He's got like the design. You know, he doesn't look all weird and anorexic like these other villains do. He looks like, I'd like to say maybe, his name being Core Hunter, he could be like some sort of a bounty hunter of some sort, for the Hero Factory line.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's got like, I love the color scheme too. Wow, it's just, I'm blown away by this set, like, this is the first villain I really like. I will be absolutely honest with you. I might even consider getting this when it comes out. It's that
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is this gonna be the first new
first
building
villain that
system
Hutch
set?
will get. Yeah, this is probably it here. Yeah, definitely.
Well, there was this fake list of 2012 names that came out basically the day after we saw that clip on the Hero Factory website with Stormer XL in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh man.
And there was a list saying Core Drainer. I think that's a cooler name, but still Core Hunter, still pretty badass. And the set itself,
Look,
it kind of looks like a mini Black Phantom, but still it kind of looks like an evil hero at the same time. And like Hutch said, at least he's not anorexic or have man tits like Toxic Reaper or
Yeah.
penis like Kuroda. But there's nothing really weird about him. He just looks badass overall. I like the shadowy look. I like the little spikes coming out of him, the Savage Planet claws and then the regular spikes that they were adding in 2.0. Yeah, the chest piece basically looks like it's copied and pasted from Black Phantom, but other than that, I think the design looks good, nice and bulky, the color scheme works well together, black and red's always good, and the set overall just looks really good, actually. This whole line, mediocre though it is, it's all worth it, in my opinion, for this guy, because he just looks awesome.
Lego, if you're watching, do more of this, please. Make more of this.
Yeah.
Make normal, bulky villains that look villainous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I do want to add to this is that his helmet, it looks interesting. You don't really get a good view of it, but
We'll have to wait until Toy Fair to have a good look at that.
yeah, but it looks like it'd be good for mocking or something like that.
Sure.
But yeah.
Since the light shining through in the spaces at the top of the helmet, it kind of looks like his brain's like locked inside it to me.
Yeah.
Seems like
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Toy Fest in February so we can see better pictures of these guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, now we're moving on to Bulk. Back to the mediocrity, people.
Yeah.
So, Hutch,
man.
I believe it's your turn.
I was at such a high note there with Core Hunter, now we're at Bulk. Look at him. He's got a white chest that is completely inconsistent with the rest of his design. He's black now. Apparently he's got more black features on him. And he's got his original silver, his core silver apparently, and then you got a slight tad bit of orange in there. And he's just very... I would like to say he's inconsistent with his patterns. He's just kind of... It looks like something a 3-year-old would throw together. I'm very
Hey, you've taken that line from the Black Phantom
Yeah.
review from our original video. But of course, Black Phantom improved, so hopefully this guy will as well.
Yeah.
But are you done, Hutch?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Howie.
Okay, so Howie, you go.
Okay. No offense, but my 4.0 bulk mock looks better than this. First of all, the color scheme's not good
Wait,
at
sorry
all.
to interject, Howie, but I saw a mock of Bulk 4.0 or Bulk Breakout, whatever, that was built in Lego Digital Designer, and that looks better than this. I would rather buy that. Really? Oh, okay, you go on, Howie.
Yeah, and if you see those little orange pieces on the top of his arms there, do you see them? And they kind of have black marks over them. They don't match at all with him. I'm sorry. And it's just the gray helmet with the white armor and the orange and the black armor. It doesn't look right at all. It doesn't match. And what's that on the side of him? Is that like a little rocket gun?
Oh, that's the same. That's Evo 2.0's weapon, but with rockets, which is kind of strange.
It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Very strange.
Words can't even describe it. So,
Okay, so I'll sum up using words to describe it, even though I probably won't be able to do it justice. Anyway, I really hope the whitish colors in this set are actually silver, because at least then we'll get a 2.0 shield in silver. At least that's one good thing about this set. This guy's like the Furno, the Breakout Furno of this line, because he's got so many colors. Although at least Furno had a good design, he just looks good overall. He had some nice pieces, but Bulk, the pieces just are recycled and mismatched. The design itself is just bad. And like I said, the color scheme, ugh. What were they thinking with the weapon as well? That will probably just, the weapon, the 2.0 gun rocket thing attached to him will probably just flop down as well, and it won't even stay up there because it's too heavy. So I think this is the set that LEGO rushed through. I wish Stringer had been the $13 guy and not Bulk. It's a bit of a shame, but still, just have to deal with sets like this. And now we're going on to Voltix, who I'd like to point out was also in the promotional video on the website quite a few times. And so I think it's you, Howie, going first.
I do not like this at all. He apparently his power is voltage, as you can see, and he doesn't match at all. He looks, his helmet kind of looks like, kind of like, a little bit like Black Phantom's helmet mixed with silver, and
it is the same mold, but just in a different color.
Yeah, I can't really see it that well, but you know, his legs are red with black armor on it. The middle of his body, his chest, is blue. One of his side armors on his right arm is blue, and then there's red tubes coming out, and then he looks crazy. He looks like he's been in a car wreck or something. I mean, it's basically, I got the same thing to say. It looks just as crappy as Bulk does. It's not good at all.
Okay, so Hutch, what do you think of Voltix?
Yeah.
And that is all.
Nah, yeah, he looks like, garbage. Real garbage. I mean, he looks like something I would go, like, and find in a dumpster in any city. I mean, I'm dead serious. Look at him. He's technically all the garbage, the color of all the garbage you would possibly find in a dumpster. I'm dead serious.
You go to the US and find him in a Detroit
Exactly,
alley.
yeah. Anywhere in the US, within 5 miles, you will find him in a trash can. Don't wait for the summer, guys. He's here. Just go look in your local trash can, and you will
in a
find
dumpster in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he's just dreadful. I'm done.
Okay, I'll sum up. I think at least this guy looks better than Bulk. At least he's got a bit more going on, in my opinion. And when I saw him in the promotional video, I thought, oh, cool, a purple villain. The silver helmet's a bit weird, but still, I think he's going to be pretty cool. And then I see this picture. Wow. I'm really hoping that version in the movie is a later version, because these do look like pretty early prototype pictures. Again, we'll have to wait till Toy Fair. But still, what were LEGO smoking when they decided on the colour schemes for these guys? He has red, purple, bit of yellow, a bit of orange, gunmetal, black, and there's orange tubes. Why? Why? I'm going to have a breakdown by the end of this video out of all the stupid decisions that they've made with these sets. But just have to deal with it, I guess. The design's okay, but the colour scheme, yet again, just ruins it all. It just makes the look bad, to be honest. So, let's move on to the next set, who I believe is the final set, Stormer XL himself. So, Hutch, I believe it's you.
Oh, wow, this is, pretty impressive. I mean, despite the legs, but
The legs suck.
yeah. But if you go up and look at him, he's got a huge chest. You know, he's got like these flying blade, like almost like I would want to say they're like wings but blades, jet wings. And then he's got his original mask like all the others do. And yeah, he actually doesn't seem to have too much of a color scheme besides white and maybe gray. Seems like he's pretty consistent.
which is good because it doesn't mean he's all patchy and stuff like that. You gotta, not like the garbage. But yeah, so I think he looks pretty good.
Okay, so how are your opinion on Stormer XL?
This is actually a really good opinion. It's probably, like, in my opinion, the best set of all. He's probably going to be the same price as Black Phantom, if not, maybe more.
I think it
But,
might be $5 more because
yeah,
Rocker XL was $25, so I think this guy's going to be $25 as well.
yeah.
Because Black Phantom was 20, right?
24.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe a
People
bit
who I
more.
People who've told me about buying them said he's 20. It probably depends on the store you buy them from. But anyway, let's go on with this.
Okay. Well, he looks awesome. I'm talking about there's that little side armor on his arms right there. That looks epic. It looks like sort of like I can't really explain, but
They look like mini starships to me.
yeah.
Tiny ships just flying down his arm.
Yeah. You know, and the one thing, I don't really mind the 1.0 helmets, but if they could have changed this if he's an extra large XL, they could have changed the helmet a little bit. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind them, but just saying. And they could have made the 4.0 gun a little different, and his little sword that he's holding in his hand, they could have added a little bit more to that. But all together, but also one more thing. He has do you see his feet? It looks like it's either a 1.0 or a 2.0 or 3.0 feet under him, and they're doubled up for each leg. That I don't know if I like that. It's to me, I don't know until I see him personally that I'll make a decision then if I really like him or not. But all in all, I think it's a great set. I like the ice in the background of him. He looks awesome, and that's basically my opinion.
So, my opinion is I like Stormer XL, although one thing I have to point out is, does anyone else find it a bit disturbing that his handcuffs are, like, dangling right in his groin area?
That's
Does
weird.
anyone think? But his handcuffs, speaking of them, they look basically the same size as all the other heroes. You'd think they should add a few more joints to them if he's such a big hero. And in that area, his legs, obviously they're attached to his legs, which look strange. They use loads of those new little grey extension parts, which come apart really easily, at least from what I've dealt with Black Phantom's arms, which is a bit annoying, and his legs look a bit hollow as well.
And
not enough armor.
One thing, they're kind of hard to do with stop motion too. They don't.
Yeah,
really
it
move
looks
that
like
well.
the articulation won't be too good, and they might snap apart easily. I thought this guy might just be a normal size guy from the promotional video, because Hulk was just a normal superhero, so I thought he'd just be a normal hero. But the chest plate works good on him since he's such a big guy. I like the body as a whole. It looks very heroic, to be honest. But like Howie said, Rocker XL, or actually Rocker 3.0, had a really big head because it was obviously designed for the XL version. But this XL version has a really small head because it was designed for the 1.0 version that wasn't very tall at all. So they're obviously not going to make it any bigger, so it'll have a tiny head. And speaking of tiny things, his weapons look pretty small as well. Although I like the little saber he has. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the arms, just to sum up, look pretty cool. Again, it just looks like there's random starships flying down his arm, but they're good armor, and I like the little crystals at the top. They look pretty cool. And, yeah, that's my opinion on Stormer XL, and we've said our opinions on all of them now, I think.
Yes, we have.
But I'd just like to point out that apparently there is a villain in this line that's as big as, if not bigger, as Stormer XL. So, Hutch, would you like to say the name of that villain?
Yeah, sure. Speeda Demon. As in Speedademon.
Have we seen any pictures from him yet? Or
No,
No.
and we're not joking about that name. That is actually the name of the arch nemesis of Stormer XL. I mean, apart from Witch Doctor, on a light note, all of the main villains' names have been less goofy, but Speeder Demon, really?
Yeah.
That's all we can really give about that guy at the moment, since we probably have to wait till Toy Fair, or at least for a few weeks, or days, or
Just hope he's
minutes,
not
but
anorexic
probably
again.
not. Yes, so like a really tall anorexic
Yeah.
guy called Speeder Demon. Anyway, again, we can't really talk about him that much, apart from the name, which does suck, admittedly.
And
So, would you guys like to say goodbye, starting
One-
with Howie?
one thing I do want to say one more thing. They still have the points for the game on the sets, so
Yeah.
Great.
That helps us judge price, which is pretty good. So, do you want to say
Yeah.
goodbye?
yeah. Bye guys, and hope y'all
Um,
enjoyed this video.
Yes, and you, Hutch?
Watch out.
Thank you. As Howie said, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later, guys. Goodbye.